Welcome to Brick by Brick, Building Wealth Through Homeownership. I am Kim VonDohren, your realtor.
And I'm your banker, Ed Marko. So this is our 20th episode.
Wow.
Right?
That's great.
I'm super pleased with that. Today, we're going to talk about maintenance, what you need to do to take care of your house.
Yes.
Because it's making you money. You need to, I think, really think of your house as you would a 401k. You need to contribute money into your 401k to get it to grow. You need to contribute maintenance, and sometimes that's going to cost you money, into your house to keep it strong and keep that value up.
Yes.
So,
and we're going to do a two-part series, right?
Right.
Series. It's 2 parts.
Yeah.
We'll do exterior maintenance today, and then next time we'll do interior maintenance.
Right. So let's start at the top of the house and work our way down.
Sounds good.
All right. So the roofs.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's got a roof. You need to take care of your roof. If you take care of your roof, it will take care of the rest of the house.
True this. Yeah.
If you don't take care of the roof, it will leak all over the rest of the house.
Yes, it
and
does.
make life miserable.
Inside the house and wreck things and yes. Yeah.
So there's different kind of roofing that's out there. There's what most people are used to looking at, which is a tar shingle roof. But then there's becoming very popular metal roofs.
Yes.
Because they do come in all kind of colors.
Mm-hmm.
And you might have an older home, very older home that has a slate roof, or my favorite roof, which is terracotta. I don't have a terracotta roof, but I love them. So there's like a lot of different things you can make a roof out of.
Yeah. And I mean, there's thatched roofs in some places.
Right. Yeah.
Not mostly in America, but that
Right.
is a roof.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But mostly here we have shingle roofs.
Yes.
Those do generally have a lifespan, I think, of roughly 20 years.
Yes. I mean, you can get different ones, right? Different ones have different lifespans.
Right.
You know, the more you spend, the longer the lifespan.
Right.
So you can choose, to do 25-year shingles or 50-year shingles or whatever you want to do. There's copper roofs as well. We didn't talk about that,
yeah.
but well, you better get your wallet out for the copper roof.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're doing with generally other metals now for metal roofs.
Yeah,
But
absolutely. Yeah.
so yeah, you want to, when you want to go up to the highest part of your house, the highest level in your house that you can walk around in, and look inside the house. Like open your closets and look in your closets. A lot of times something is leaking. You don't know it's leaking.
Right.
If you've got an attic, go up in the attic. Look for water stains in the floor or on the ceiling, and that's a good indicator that you might have water leaking.
Right.
If there is a water leak, you want to get that fixed by a professional. If you don't know how to do it yourself, most people don't know how to do it themselves. So I recommend that you call a roofer.
For sure. And I mean, the places that you're going to notoriously get a roof leak are going to be where there's flashing around vent pipes, around chimneys.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the places where you usually get a leak. You don't just get a leak in the middle of your shingles.
Right. You shouldn't.
Not usually.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Yes. So those are the places you really want to keep an eye out.
So now we talked a little bit before the podcast about metal roofs. You just told me something I didn't know about metal roofs.
Yeah, metal roofs can last 50 plus years.
Wow.
And require little to no maintenance.
Wow.
Especially the new ones. So I have a friend who owns a metal roof installation company, and I checked with him and that's what he told me. So I am not an expert on metal roofs, but I do know that seems like if you're putting a roof on, and my understanding is the cost isn't exponentially higher just because it's a metal roof, but you have, like I said, less maintenance and a longer lifetime. And now there's many colors you can choose from, of course. Metal roofs don't look great on every house, but it is something you may want to consider.
For sure. I would definitely consider that. And then if you've got a really old farmhouse, you might have a slate roof.
Yeah.
Right.
There's slate roofs right here in your neighborhood.
Yes, there are.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Slate roofs are that was one of the most popular roofing materials for the longest time because it's essentially a rock.
Mm-hmm.
So it would last a really long time. They are maintenance heavy though. You're going to want to be checking those slates to make sure that they're in place. If they slide or move a little bit, they need to be put back in place or you will have leaks.
Was that pun intended, the heavy? Because they're also literally heavy.
Yeah, no, they're heavy. Yeah, no.
You have a rock roof, basically.
Yeah. My father had a slate roof, and we would both go up on a ladder, and then he would kind of push me up the roof by my feet to fix a couple of slates that would come loose all the time. So I'm real familiar with adjusting a slate roof. I hate them. They're beautiful. They last a long time. I hate them. Because of that, it
Yeah.
horrified me, but I had to do it. I was a
Yeah.
little kid, and he made me do that.
Speaking of expensive, they
Yeah.
are tens of thousands of dollars to replace.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Very expensive. Like a terracotta roof.
Yes.
Terracotta is a clay, essentially
Mhm.
a ceramic roof. They're great.
They
They're
do.
beautiful.
Both those things have a very specific look, which is cool.
Yeah.
And, if your house has one, just know going in that if you ever have to replace it, it's going to be a small fortune.
Yeah. Much better to pay attention to it and take care of little
Yes,
maintenance items as they come along.
for sure.
Same thing like the outside of your house, whether it's painted or vinyl siding or whatever it is, you'll start to see that sometimes a little green fungus get on you want to wash that off at your earliest convenience. It is alive, it's fungus, it's eating your house.
Hmm.
Literally, it's eating it. It'll eat the paint off, it'll destroy the plastic. It's just really, you want to get a pressure washer and go to a large store and get some of the spray that you can spray on there.
Right.
Won't hurt your plants, and it only takes a remarkably short hour-long job to
And it's
wash a
a
whole
pretty
house.
gratifying thing to do.
Yeah, yeah, it looks nice when
Yeah.
you're done.
Yeah.
So then yard, landscape, stuff
Yes.
like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm shocked at how many people, especially first-time homeowners, don't realize you need to buy a lawnmower. You need to mow your
Yeah.
lawn.
If there's grass, you need a lawnmower.
Yeah, and you need to, in the spring, it grows fast. Sometimes you need to
Mhm.
mow twice a week.
Yep.
In the summer, maybe only once a week. But here's a tip. If you mow it regularly, it's easy to do. It's when you let it get, a foot high and you're out there chomping away and you kill it. Take care of your lawn. It's not hard to do. It looks nice, and your neighbors will appreciate you for that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and landscape is not just mowing grass, right? There are flower beds and bushes and trees. Everything needs maintenance.
Right.
I know we forget those kind of things, especially when we're purchasing a home, but look around because everything there is going to require maintenance. So when you walk up and they've got these massive flower beds and bushes and these beautiful trees, that's because someone has been tending them over the years and taking care of them and grooming everything. That will then become your responsibility.
Right.
And so you do need to take that into consideration.
Yeah.
If you are somebody who doesn't like to be home a lot, don't choose a house that has a ton of exterior maintenance. Or when you do, then you got to kind of trim it down into something that's less cumbersome.
Yeah. Something you can manage,
Mhm.
or you're willing to pay somebody to manage for you.
Correct. Yes.
But then you've got the gutters.
Right.
And
That's an important one.
yeah, if leaves get in there and you don't maintain those gutters, you really can damage your home.
Correct. So the gutters are going to get dirty. It's a guarantee. I mean, it is simply just a valley in which water travels, but within that valley, it's going to collect leaves and debris and dirt and whatever.
Birds try to build nests in them sometimes.
Yep. And so you do need to make sure that they are cleaned out because if they get clogged, then what happens, Ed?
The water overflows
Mhm.
and it runs against the side of your house. And all of a sudden, you're getting water in your basement or
Right.
you've got a wet wall and you can't figure out why.
Mhm.
And that's why.
Yes.
That gutter should be connected to a downspout that runs at least 5 feet away from your house. At least.
Yes.
You want that water away from your house.
As a realtor, when I look at bank-owned properties, I can almost guarantee you. I mean, I'm sure everybody's driven past the house where there's grass or little green growing out of people's gutters. So that means that that's not been cleaned in a million years.
Yeah.
And that is never good for your house.
No, not at all. Then you want to, check your windows, make sure that they're in good shape, make sure they're
Yes.
caulked. By the way, there's videos all over YouTube, all over the internet on how to do all these things. It's not remarkably hard. It's all stuff you can do yourself.
And when you buy your home, you want to take a look. Are my windows new-ish?
Mhm.
Are they the original windows? Have they just been replaced? I mean, windows do last a really long time.
Yeah.
But they $500 to $1,000 a window to replace.
Yeah.
Probably. And then, so bearing that in mind, it's a little more manageable. to replace one or two than all 12 in your house at one time.
Right.
So if you are keeping track of the maintenance of your home and you see one of your windows has lost the seal, or it no longer stays up, or it doesn't tilt in, or the things have broken off, you either want to repair those things or replace that window.
Correct. Yes. And then decks, driveways,
Yes.
all these flat areas,
Mm-hmm.
they also require maintenance. If you've got a blacktop driveway, you're going to want to coat that every few years with a blacktop coating to keep it sealed. Otherwise, it'll fall apart on you.
Right. You get cracks.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. You want to maintain all that.
Right. If it's concrete or you got a concrete walkways, the rain and the mud and the debris, you don't see it while it's happening, but it's happening every day. Every day there's a little film getting on there, and that film is bad for the concrete.
Right.
So you're going to want to once a year if you can do it. I do mine once a year. In the spring, we pressure wash it so that it's bright and looks nice. And then I put a thin coating of a water sealer on top of it, not enough to make it slick, just enough to keep the water from soaking into the concrete. You want to avoid that. And even if you have like a stone front on your house, you're going to want to water treat that every couple of years as well to keep it so you don't lose your grout.
Right.
It'll keep the color looking nice as well.
Right. Yeah, you definitely want to maintain your driveways and your walkways. Pressure washing, power washing your, when you have the power washer out to do your house, you may as well do your sidewalks.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Or your front porch,
Yeah.
your deck.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't have composite decking, if you have wood decking, you really need to be conscientious because it starts to rot.
Absolutely.
So you want to make
yeah.
sure it's stained or painted or sealed in some way.
Yeah, you're protecting your investment.
Yep.
And that inevitably adds to your investment so that when it comes time to cash out, it's going to have all the value that it should have.
Absolutely.
And it's going to make it sell quicker too.
Yes. And it'll look nice.
Yes. That's what I like about it. I like it to look nice.
Absolutely.
So that's pretty much everything I can think of. Did we miss anything?
No, I think that covers exterior maintenance, and just make sure that you consider that when you're purchasing so that you know what you're getting yourself into.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations again on our 20th episode.
Yes. Thank you for listening,
Thank
everybody.
you, everyone for listening.
Please submit questions
Yes.
or topics you'd like to hear us discuss.
Until next time, I'm Ed Marko.
And I'm Kim VonDohren.
You have been listening to Brick by Brick. Be sure and subscribe, post questions for future episodes, or comment. This is a Super Squirrel production, Super Squirrel Studios, Stony Creek Mills, Pennsylvania.